Hey, good morning, everyone. Thanks so much for joining us today for our webinar, briefly covering how to upgrade from your existing perpetual licenses to the latest version, Review 21, and then also highlighting Bluebeam Cloud, the newest field tool available with a subscription of Review 21. My name is Annie Langston. Many of you may already know me or work with me, but I handle our Bluebeam division over here at TPM. I'm our customer success manager. So I have been here just over 4 years, and I'm really on the sales account management side, working with our existing customers who utilize Bluebeam and enabling those efforts, and of course, working with any prospective customers who are considering review and standardizing on it. So please, we'll make sure you've got my contact information here at the end, but I'd be your main point of contact on that front moving forward. Thanks so much for having me, and I'll kick it off to Corey.
All right, good morning. My name is Corey Gaddy. I'm one of our technical solutions consultants at TPM, train and support on Bluebeam. All right, so I do our training classes, webinars, demos, and also handle support.
So you've been getting emails about Bluebeam 21 coming out. So how are you going to get your seats upgraded from standard or the old school way of serial numbers and perpetual licenses to that of a sign-on or a single user situation? I'm going to show you that today. Here on your screen, you'll notice we have two options new to Bluebeam and already have an account. If you're working with TPM, you probably already have a Bluebeam account. That account is going to be of the primary account or contact for your company. They're going to be the ones that need to go to this website and get those seats upgraded. As you can see right now, we're getting logged in here. If you happen to forget your password, of course, there will be an option down at the bottom if you need some help signing in. Once we're signed in, we're going to see a few different things on our screen. One of them is going to show us the 3 different options that will be available once your year's up. So the nice thing is, if you're on active maintenance, you'll be able to upgrade, and that upgrade will be the complete version, which kind of relates more so to Bluebeam Extreme. We're going to click on perpetual licenses here. This is going to show us all of the licenses that are available for upgrade. As you can see over to the right hand side, all 3 of these are available for upgrade. For this example though, we're going to upgrade one of them. We're going to click upgrade for free. There will be a few items that pop up, and we're going to have to add those seats to the cart. Now here you'll notice that we were touching on seeing if there was an ability to partially upgrade. We did learn that you need to make sure to upgrade all of the seats that are associated with that serial number. So we're going to click checkout here. And then once we click checkout, it's going to ask us to put in some information. This is going to be contact information that you have not put in before, and of course agreeing to the terms and services and the general terms and conditions to complete the order. As you'll notice, everything's free for those free to upgrade seats. Now, once you get that upgrade, there will be an email coming from Bluebeam, but before that, we're going to go ahead and go into org-admin.bluebeam.com. We're going to select the server that works for us, and in this case, of course, it will be the US. Previous to clicking on that, you'll notice that I chose to bookmark this website because this is how you're going to manage your seats moving forward. In the account administration, you'll notice that it does show us some information as far as the active users, and there's an option there to add a subscription. However, we're going to click on account administration, and we're going to go and see those seats down there at the bottom, and it'll also have that primary contact listed as pending. Now you'll see when we click on the new subscription user, it gives us 2 options. We can either click on add new subscription user, or we can do bulk add users. With bulk add users, you'll download that CSV, and then you'll be able to upload that once you put in the proper information. You can see here that this user has until December 16th of 2022. That probably means that their subscription of their maintenance ends at that time. Now, when we go to the right-hand side, click on those three dots, we can add a user. We can move that user to have access to the software. So we're going to click on this checkbox. If there were multiple, of course, you could do multiple. And then we're going to click the right arrow to move them over, and you'll notice that that seat goes to 0. From there, we're going to switch back over to that primary account holder's email, find that invitation from Bluebeam, and then we're going to have him log in again. Now from here, this is going to ask for some additional information that they need to associate with your account. Going back into that account administration page, you'll notice that now that user shows that they're accepted instead of pending. And from that point on, since we've already assigned them a seat of software, all they need to do is go to Bluebeam after installing, click on sign in at the top right, and then their Bluebeam seat of 21 will be active.
With Bluebeam Revu 2021, you'll also gain access to the Bluebeam Construction Cloud. You can go to Google and Google Bluebeam Construction Cloud to get started. So we'll go ahead and log in to the Bluebeam Cloud. So we're going to log in with our Bluebeam Studio ID and password. Once we get logged in, we'll see our workspace. And inside that workspace, we'll have projects. So I'll have existing projects, or I can go ahead and create a new project. We'll give that project a name. And once that project's created, I can click on that project and verify my information for this project. Confirm that information. And then from there, I can add details for this project. So I can put in the street address. I could also add a project code if I have one for this project. And I'll go ahead and save my details for this project. I can add users for this project. So I'll invite them by their email. Once I get their email information put in, I can go ahead and decide what permission level I want for this user for this project. I can also assign them to a group as well. I'll go ahead and invite this user to the project. I can upload documents associated with this project as well. So I'll go in and upload a drawing. I can upload this drawing from a studio session or from my computer or network location. Once I upload that drawing, I'll get a couple messages letting us know the drawing's been being processed. And once the software is finished processing the drawing, we'll get another message letting us know that this drawing has been processed and it's ready for review. We can click on Ready for Review for this drawing, and then we can go ahead into this drawing and verify our information. So this information is coming from the sheet name in the PDF. We can change that as necessary. We can associate a discipline to this drawing and then go ahead and publish drawing. Publishing the drawing gets it available for those in the project that I've invited into this project. I can click on that drawing and then I can view it or mark it up as necessary. Once you install Revu 2021, it'll ask you if you want to upload your tool chest to the cloud. If you select to do so, then you'll see your custom tools in the cloud. So these are my custom tools from Revu 2021. There are also the standard tools available in the cloud, like the cloud, rectangle, and ellipse tools. The vector pen tool is available in the cloud. The text box tool, shapes like an arrow, the call out, and Cloud Plus. The highlighter and the pen tool. You can also upload an image to this drawing as well. You can create an RFI or a punch as well in the cloud. If we select to go ahead and create a punch item, it's going to ask us where we want this punch item to be located on the drawing, and then we can associate information to the punch item. So we'll add the location for this punch item as well as the description of the item. So in this case, we have a crack in this column that we need to address. We can set a priority for this punch item as well as a due date for this punch. We can assign it to an individual in the project, or we can assign it to the whole team. We can set up whatever discipline is supposed to address this punch item. If we had a photo of the item, we could upload it as well. So it'll show you a preview of where that punch item is located and the other information associated with this punch item. We can add comments to this punch if necessary. So that's for a punch. We can also add in an RFI to this drawing in the cloud. So we can go ahead and put the subject for this RFI. So in this case, we want more information about a particular column on this drawing. So we'll go ahead and ask the question for this RFI. And then we can assign this RFI to a user and set a due date for the RFI. We can also indicate the impact of this RFI. If we had a document associated with this RFI, we can add that in. So in this case, we're going to associate this RFI to this drawing and go ahead and send out this RFI. So this RFI is now open. And once the reviewer gets in here, they can go ahead and click on this Open RFI and create an official response to this RFI. So in this case, this is a type 2 column. Once it creates this response, it's going to show closed for that RFI. And then with the closed RFI, we can go ahead and associate that RFI to the original drawing and have it as a part of the official record for the document. So we'll click on RFI, find that RFI that's been closed, and select it. So the last thing we'll do is just go ahead and indicate the location where this RFI is applicable on the drawing. So this RFI is officially a part of the record for this drawing. You can also create a submittal in the cloud. You'll have to upload the submittal log First, the template is on the cloud, so you'll populate that information for the submittal. So we'll find that submittal log and go ahead and upload it to the project. So that submittal log is in here, so we can go ahead and click on the submittal now. And then we can go ahead and assign this submittal to someone as necessary. We'll review all the details that came from the log and go ahead and assign it. We can select the status for the submittal. So submittal requested or submitted for design review. And then we can assign the submittal to a user. We can add an attachment to the submittal. So the log's there. Now we can add in the drawing for the submittal. In this case, it's going to be a lighting spec that we're submitting. So we'll go ahead and send off this lighting spec to the appropriate user. And so then we can adjust the submittal as necessary while we wait on a response. Otherwise, we'll wait for the reviewer to review our submittal and respond to that submittal. These are some of the improvements for Bluebeam Revu 2021. We do have a step-by-step guide on how to upgrade to Bluebeam 2021 on our website at tpm.com. Go to Products and Bluebeam to find that guide.
Okay, so let me talk a little bit about this latest version, Revu 21, and the 3 different editions that are now available. If you're familiar with Bluebeam, currently you know that there are 3 editions. Formerly, it has been Revu Standard, Revu CAD, and Revu Extreme. With Revu 21, there are still 3 different editions. However, they have been renamed, and Bluebeam has reshuffled some of the functionality between the 3 different editions around. So with 21, there is a Revu Basics, a Revu Core, and a Revu Complete. You can see that all 3 do include the Bluebeam Cloud web and mobile field tool. However, there are some differences in the functionality within Bluebeam Cloud. And then let's talk a little bit about Revu. So Revu is not going anywhere. Revu and Bluebeam Cloud are meant to work hand in hand together. Studio still exists, but let's talk a little bit about what Basics gives you. So Basics is for some of those more basic users, maybe some admin folks in the office who don't need all of the measurement tools or things that some of your other designers or engineers or those in the construction space need. So you are going to have basic measurements like area and length with Revu Basics, your PDF editing and markup tools, of course. However, the new improvement with Revu Basics is you now have OCR available, as well as the automatic form creation feature, which allows you to take a Word document, create it as a PDF in Bluebeam, run the automatic form creation, and then it will create fillable spaces for you to fill out and complete a form. So that is now available in the Basics version. And this is the $240 license. Revu Core, you can really look at as a combination of the former Revu Standard and the Revu CAD combined. So you are going to have the ability to create and participate in a studio project or session. With Basics, you can only join a project or session. You cannot create a studio project or session. You're going to have all of your measurement tools, the document compare and overlay feature, which is comparing 2 revisions side by side and clouding where the changes are, overlaying them on top of one another. You have all of the takeoff tools. And of course, again, the Bluebeam Cloud, you have the ability to manage punch, RFIs, and submittals. So that's core. Really look at it as a combination between Revu Standard and Revu CAD combined. That's the most popular. That is $300 per license. Finally, we have Complete, Review Complete. This is pretty much the equivalent of the former Review Extreme. A lot of the functionality has remained the same there, so you're going to have all of what's included in Basics and Core, plus a lot of Bluebeam's batch features. So think of batch as time-saving, tedious task expediting abilities. So batch hyperlinking, creating links through a large set, and being able to navigate through those pages pretty seamlessly, batch sign and seal, applying a stamp signature or seal across multiple sets, things like that. So of course, please reach out to me. I'm going to be including my contact information at the end with any questions you have around the pricing, these 3 editions. And if you're already an existing Review license holder, we can talk about the migration path to Review 21.